I'm Mari Cartel, LifeScript.com, and this is your Hollywood Health Report. We're here on the beach of Santa Monica for a big fitness event with Venus Williams. Come on with me, let's go check it out. It is so exciting to meet you. I'm so glad to be sitting down with you. I'm a huge fan of yours, as I'm sure everybody tells you that, right? Everybody tells you they're fans.
Thank you.
We're here at a big event, and apparently you have your fingers in everything in terms of being an entrepreneur. So tell me about this Jamba Juice event and why we're here today.
Today we are showing people new fitness trends, showing them different ways to work out, encouraging them to be fit and healthy and to live fruitfully. So it's an exciting day for me because that's my whole life: fitness, wellness, well-being, achieving peak performance.
Well, you are incredibly fit. And as I was in that class earlier, the warm-up that I was dying in the warm-up already in, I was thinking to myself, you're constantly working out. Why would you need more? Why would you need a fitness regimen?
It's important to be consistent. A fitness regimen is so important, and it's about being consistently good. So some days you might have an off day, some days you might take a break, but it's about making it a lifestyle, and that's what we're trying to reiterate to everyone here: is make it a lifestyle. Eat nutritiously, move your body, and do healthy things for yourself.
Well, you made the decision to do this, though, for a very specific reason, right? You have an autoimmune thing going on.
Yeah, I discovered that I have an autoimmune condition, and it's called Sjogren syndrome, and you know, it happens in life. There's things that happen that are unplanned, but I try to react to it as best as possible because I want to play professional tennis, so that meant that I had to get healthier, or else I would be watching on TV, and that I couldn't do that. So I want to be on the court.
Absolutely. What gave you the clue? What were the signs for you that you were not feeling peak?
Well, I just had a lot of fatigue on the court for many years. No matter how hard I trained, I never got fit. So it made me feel like I wasn't working hard enough, even though I worked the hardest. So eventually I just ended up getting sicker. What had to happen, unfortunately, is that I got sicker and got more symptoms, and that's when I was able to get properly diagnosed and get on the road to health. But it's nothing like knowing what's happening with you that gives you at least some peace of mind. So now my mission is to help other people with Sjogren syndrome to get diagnosed sooner, because the average time is about 7 years, which is what I went through, was about 7 years.
That is a long time.
It's a long time to not feel your best. So hopefully other people won't have to go through that.
Now, do they combat it with medications? Because, you know, I had thyroid issues.
Yeah.
And I'm on lifelong support for that. Is Sjogren's the same type of thing where you're on some sort of...
Well, the thing with an autoimmune disease is that it crosses over. They all are linked, and every person is different, so it's no like textbook case, and that's what kind of makes it a little bit challenging. Some people can have more fatigue, others more joint pain, some people more dryness, some people, there's all kinds of issues that you can have. So really you just have to have a separate treatment plan depending on the person.
You're so strong. And yet I know you've had your fair share of injuries here or there. You know, I talked to Billie Jean King not too long ago, and I know she had knee replacement surgeries and things like that. And I know you've had some back issues. How do you get through that? Because to me, I look at you and I see this amazingly fit woman who probably wouldn't have an ache or pain, and that's not true, is it?
No, it's not true, because in sport you beat yourself up, but that's part of the athlete's mind. Like, you just go until you break yourself, until you can't go anymore. And I've learned that that's dumb. So I try to not go until I can't do anything else. So it's about finding the balance, and it's about preparing beforehand and getting strong so you don't get injured. But a lot of stuff's not preventable. Sometimes it happens as sport, and you just got to deal with it and bounce right back.
You do bounce back, though, so there's no chronic thing. It just, you have an injury, you get over it. Is that what you're telling me?
You got to get over it and get through it. And sometimes in a match you're injured, you just try to pretend it's not there. And everybody's dealing with a little something in life. So if I can just be injured and get healthy, that's not a big deal. It's like that's how I try to see it.
You know, we're here for Jamba Juice, and you are a vegan, right?
I'm a Sjogren.
What is a Sjogren?
It means I cheat. If there's a cheese plate in front of me, it's going to be hard. There's temptations out there, and I'm not perfect, so I want to make it perfectly clear that I am not. So if you see me doing something wrong, it just means that I've been overcome by temptation, and I've felt the guilt. I've paid my price, so I do the best that I can, and I eat lots of fruits and vegetables. I do lots of healthy things, so I think the times that you do, you aren't perfect. It's balanced by the times that you are.
If cheese is the worst, I don't think that's
I
really...
love sugar.
Oh, okay, good.
Did I mention that?
Now you're a woman after my own heart. Now
I
you're
love
talking.
sugar. So
okay, chocolate cookies, what?
I just love pure sugar. Just, I go down the candy aisle at the grocery store or mostly the drugstore. Anything you can find down there, the kid candy, it's been my weakness. And I realize that, but I try to eat healthy most of the time, but I'm not perfect.
You're such a role model. I know you've heard this many times, but you are. And when somebody like yourself actually talks about what it takes to look good, feel good, and overcome certain obstacles, I'm sure that people have gotten in contact with you and told you. What has been the reaction from either fans or people maybe going through sojourns like you, or maybe they've had a back injury and they see you come out of it so much stronger?
Well, I think one of the things with autoimmune disease is that you may not feel well even though you look well. So I've had some people write me, even on social media, like, now my husband will believe me that I don't feel good, or things that they do for themselves, or ask me questions. So that has been really rewarding. And obviously I wouldn't choose to have autoimmune disease, but if it helps other people, then I feel like maybe there's a purpose to it all, and I can at least do something positive in that way.
Absolutely. I love the fact that education has been a big part of your life, and you went back through all of this, through an amazing career where you could probably retire anytime you wanted to, but you didn't. You chose to get educated, continue that education, and become an entrepreneur. What is that driving force inside of you?
I love a challenge. It's not fun if it's not challenging. Obviously, not every day should be extra hard, but I love that challenge. It gives me energy. I need something to achieve. And that's what drives me. And in terms of tennis, I feel like I have so much left to give, and I'm on my way to coming back to my best tennis, and I still have a lot to learn in terms of how to get back to my best, but I've really enjoyed the process, and it's been, in a lot of ways, some of the best moments in my career because they've been the most challenging. I've had to face so many things, but that builds character, and it gives the best memories.
Do you have a moment when you realized what you meant to young women?
I don't know yet. I think as you get older, you start to see the big picture a lot more, and for me, I've started to realize, well, I've had these opportunities. Like, why me? It could have been anyone else. Why was I born? Why did I get this chance? But after a while, you can't question it. You got to take those chances. And also, as you get older, I feel like, wow, what am I giving? Because I've had so many opportunities. So that's where I'm at now. And so I try, through clinics and different, foundations as well to do as much as I can. I can always do more. I think we all can. But if young girls look up to me and are able to live a positive life through it, then that's just bigger than anything I've done.
Well, I have to follow up on that because you mentioned foundations. I wasn't going to. I was going to make that the last question. But when you talk about foundations and working with children, what does that involve? What are you doing?
Well, I teach a lot of clinics. So, of course, tennis is the base. And I recently have gotten involved with CARE, and I took a trip to Africa and helped with clean water and also gender equality issues, which is around the world and also right here in the U.S. So there's plenty of opportunities for that. And for me, my platform is just equality. No matter who you are, you just have the opportunity to have an opportunity and to give that equal chance. So there's plenty of work to be done in that field.
Well, you certainly did that, right? I mean, you did that with Wimbledon, too. You were out there fighting the good fight for women everywhere.
Yeah, and tennis has continued to grow, and women are being treated equally, and that's something that really makes me happy as a a small word, but it was a wonderful moment.
Fun day with an amazing woman. I'm Mari Cartel. This has been your Hollywood Health Report from LifeScript.com.